Hola, hola, buenas noches. Thank you for coming to visit me again. I know almost all of you already, so I won't keep you long. You know a lot about me, and I know a lot about your families and your kids because I've had them over the years. So, welcome to Curriculum Night virtually for 2021 and 2022. It's good to have the kids back in class and have our normal class schedule. So far, it's going really well, and I think we all appreciate being here in person together. Well, most of us. Anyhow, I just want to say thank you for all of your support over the years. I've been so fortunate to work with such great families my entire career at Rochester, and I'm always very grateful for that. So thank you. I put a new mural up this year in Mi Clase, so the kids kind of have a beach scene. You can see it covers the back wall, and I've added some new decorations just to make it a happy place for them to be. We have the bird feeders up and just have all kinds of fun stuff going on. So I'm just going to tell a little bit about my background. Most of you know, but I do have a couple new students this year. So and then I'm just going to talk about this year in AP and what to expect and what we plan to do. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Okay, let's see here. All right, and let's present. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Beth East. I go by Ms. I'm not married. Background for me is this is my 28th year working at Rochester High School, and I still absolutely love it. I have as much passion and energy, I think, as I did my first year teaching. It's just a wonderful job. I absolutely, it's crazy, but I look forward to seeing the kids every day, and I love sharing my love of the language and culture with them. Bachelor of Arts in Teaching Spanish and English from Eastern Michigan. I went on to do my master's in bilingual bicultural education at Wayne State. I did an internship at the University of Granada, Spain, about 20 years ago, and I've been going back ever since. So I've been traveling to Spain. God, I think I've made 20 trips, and several of those actually were with students in the past, and many were not with students. So it's I have a lot of friends there, and then I've traveled to many, I don't know, maybe 35 countries or so, many Spanish speaking and many not. But I bring all the culture back, what I've learned and experienced, and I really put it into part of my curriculum so the kids can kind of learn in a different way instead of just like looking it up in a textbook or Googling. So, like I said, it's my 28th year. I've taught all levels. This year, I've been so fortunate. I have only AP and Spanish 4 classes. So I have all these wonderful kids that love taking Spanish, I think, and just really motivated learners. So it makes my job very rewarding. I'm also the district Spanish teacher leader, and in the winter semesters, I'm a part-time instructor at Oakland University. I teach foreign language methods to new up-and-coming teachers, so that's kind of fun. All right, personal life. This is Manny, my partner of 15 years. He's also a teacher. He also teaches AP in another district, but not Spanish. So we at least can talk about, we have some shop talk at home. We get home after a long day and can vent if necessary, but we can also share great ideas and activities that can work in both of our curriculums. The next picture over here is my cabin, our cabin, whatever, but it was my family cabin, and after my dad passed away, I renovated it and bought it, and that's been my little haven ever since. So it's tiny and just a sweet little place to be in the woods, and it's peaceful and tranquil, and I spend a lot of weekends there and also most of our summers. This other little tiny thing over here is Stella. She's our 5-pound Shorkie. She's 11 years old and just the sweetest little thing. She's playful and cuddly, and she's non-allergenic. So I bring her to school sometimes, and the kids absolutely love her. Everybody knows Stella, including the therapy dog Finn. They're friends. So she came today actually, and she brightened up a lot of kids' days. So these other 2 pictures over here are just representative of my travels. This is me on the path to Machu Picchu and doing the hike. And this is the shell that represents the Camino de Santiago, which is the pilgrimage that goes across the north of Spain. I show a movie in Spanish 4 class, so your kids saw it last year. And a lot of my students go on to do this pilgrimage. It's about 500 miles. It's 1,000 years old, very historic. The King and Queen of Spain did it, many popes and famous people. And I did about half of it on a bike, which sounds easy, and maybe it was faster, but the mountains were, those were no joke. Okay, moving forward. What is our goal this year? Always communication, okay? We are still working on these skills, these 3 modes of communication. every day in the classroom to develop this fluency. Interpretive, where they read, listen, view, and interpret the language. Interpersonal, constantly having conversations back and forth with me or with each other. And presentational, the kids get up and present different projects that they've created, or they write essays presenting the language. All right, so AP Spanish themes. In AP Spanish, all language is in context and focuses on 6 global themes. And the themes are all a focus of the AP Spanish language and culture exam. But even if they don't take the exam, they're great themes to talk about. Families and communities, which we are starting with this year. We're talking about the educational community right now. Beauty and aesthetics, contemporary modern life, global challenges, science and technology, and personal and public identities. So very engaging themes that we do a lot of reading, a lot of conversation, a lot of reflecting, and it's pretty high level, but the students are really able to take it on, and they do very well. This class expands their English vocabulary as well as their Spanish vocabulary. All right, and what about that AP Spanish language and culture exam? It is completely a personal decision whether or not to take it. Some kids just want to continue with their Spanish studies, and this course comes after Spanish 4 naturally. So they've taken this, but they're not interested in maybe taking the AP. That's completely fine. Some students hope to gain college credit or maybe waive the need for taking foreign language courses in college. If they decide to take the exam, it's important to study and prepare independently, as well as using every opportunity to practice daily in class. So we prepare them a lot in class, but it takes a little extra work outside of class to really get ready for that as well. It's an exam that's designed for native speakers. So it's challenging, but definitely, it's possible to get a 4 or 5. And even a 3 is quite a success. Okay, if you need to communicate with me at any time, feel free to email at either of these addresses. I will get back with you. If you send it after hours, I'll try to get back with you the next working day. Well, I will, if I'm in school and able, but I like to reply very promptly if there's any issue or you just have a question or whatever. I do not usually check my email real late at night. I'm trying to have that work-life balance and turn off my computer. So it will be the next day or next working day. And if you need to call, this is a number that you can contact me at, and you can leave a message. So thank you so much again. I'm going to stop sharing here and come back. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I know you have a lot of other things that you're probably doing, so I appreciate your time. I'm hoping that this year is a great year, and as always, super happy to work with your kids. Thank you. Hasta luego.